Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to the second episode of the Explorer Notes for the Scorched Earth DLC. So as you can see, I am in the Manticore Arena. It's not far from where we last left off, and I'm going to start where the Manticore statue is. I'm going to show you all of the Explorer Notes located in this section. It is a small section, but it has a lot of Explorer Notes, so I'm just going to cover that in this episode. I'm going to try and break them down into smaller episodes where possible. So over here we have the very first Explorer Note of this episode. If I can pick it up with my Wyvern, that would be brilliant. So maybe if we do a little backwards and forwards motion right here, it might help. There we go. We finally managed to pick it up. It does help with leveling up creatures as well. I did not mean to press that button, but hey, let's show you the map. So this one is Rockwell Record number 3, and this is the map location. GPS coordinates are 84.3 by 13.9, and I did not mean to use the fire breath. I wanted to zoom in on the GPS, but I forgot that that's what happens when you are mounted. I don't know why I forgot, but hey, sometimes we make mistakes. Here we are with the second note in this particular section, and this one, as you can see, is a Helena note. So let me see if I can show you which one it is. It is note number 21. Location on the map, and of course GPS coordinates are 85.7 by 13.4. And right in the center, you can see that circle next to it. We have another Explorer note. So let me just get my Wyvern to land. Sometimes it's a bit funny, but right there to my right, you can see the next note. This one is, of course, another Helena note, and it is actually a dossier. So this one is the Phoenix dossier. I do like the Phoenixes, although I don't use them. I think they're nice creatures to have in the game. Map, and of course we have the GPS coordinates, which are 84.7 by 14.5. And again, not far from us, if we go in a straight line where this arena has this crack in the arena, so to speak, you can see that there is a room that we can enter, and in that room, once of course my Wyvern decides to land, we can actually pick up the next Explorer note. This one is actually kind of nice because you can access it with a Wyvern. It's in this corner, and I have already picked it up. This one is a Dakea note. Let me see if I can show you which one it is. So let me just kind of scroll in. So this is the Dakea note number 22, and the GPS coordinates are 83.6 by 15.2. Now, quite important here, around this arena we have 3 clusters of buildings. There's that cluster right there. There's nothing to pick up in that specific cluster, but to my right there's a big cluster of buildings, and then next to that is another cluster. So we're going to pick up them 2 clusters. These ones is where you will find the notes, and I realize how broken my English was in that little section there, but hey, it does happen from time to time. I'm going to try and pick this one up off my Wyvern. Now do bear in mind that I am using a crystal Wyvern, so it is somewhat smaller than a normal sized Wyvern, which kind of does allow me to somewhat fit in here. See if we can pick it up with it. Okay, successful. So we have another note. Alright, let's get the map and GPS out. This one's quite easy to spot. I did accidentally put my GPS away. My apologies. Let's do this right. So map location and the GPS coordinates are 82.1 by 13.6. Not far from this, we have the next Explorer note, and this time around we do need to move a bit, but it is under a bridge, so it's right there in front where you can see between the map and the GPS. So not far at all. It's underneath the bridge, right next to the pillar that is the supporting structure for the bridge. Again, we can pick this up with the Wyvern eventually. And this one is the Thorny Dragon dossier map, and the GPS coordinates are 81.1 by 14.2. So from here on, we're going to head to the left corner of this cluster of buildings right there. And that is where we will find the next Explorer note. And right here, again, another bridge-like structure. And underneath it, we will find another Explorer note. This one's quite tiny and well camouflaged, so keep that in mind. So this one is a Riot tablet. It is Riot tablet number 21. GPS coordinates are 79.6 by 15.5. So that is pretty much it for this cluster of buildings. Right in front of us, there is another cluster of buildings, and they also have 3 notes to pick up. So we've done with that. We're now on this one, and basically you can see that the buildings kind of look the same, but right here there is another note. It's actually on, I'd call it, I don't know if it's a wall or a bridge, but let's call it a wall. It looks like a wall. So let's pick this one up. This one was a bit easier. This one is a Rockwell note. Let's see if I can show the title of it. There we go. Rockwell record number 22. My map location and GPS coordinates are 81.8 by 17.9. Again, not far from here. If we fly towards the end of this section, we can see this sort of buildings in an L shape. This is where we'll find the next note. And again, it is in a box that's in the sand, so it should be easy to spot. Alright, so again, another Rockwell note. This is number 21. And the next one is again quite close to our current location, so I'm going to show you how to get to it. It is actually under a building. The GPS coordinates you saw there, and they were 83.1 by 18.9. So off we go to the next location, which is basically once you get to this end right here, we're going to fly to the right and land right here, and you can see that there's this like structure under which we can find another note that belongs to Helena. So this one right here, let's pick it up, and we're gonna kind of close this in a bit. So I'm just kind of giving you a look at what we have. This one is Helena note number 22, and here's my location on the map, and of course the coordinates are 84.8 by 18.9. And that is pretty much it for this episode. In the next one, we will carry on from here, and I'm going to show you another set of locations for the Explorer notes that you can find in the desert. So I'm going to basically do a big circle around, cover all the desert, then we're going to move inland. That is pretty much it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit that like if you have. Also, let me know if you are enjoying the shorter episodes for these notes, and join me in the next episode where we will continue with this. And of course, until then, stay safe, folks.